Welcome to Roll With It, your go-to podcast for all things cannabis.
We're your hosts, Julie Stevens and Brittney Guthrie, bringing you our unfiltered perspectives on industry trends and cannabis culture today.
We are exploring the world of cannabis with leading industry experts, celebrity guests, and distinguished donors.
So grab your weed, grab your snacks, and let's roll with it.
The content shared on Roll With It podcast is the result of professional expertise and experience. While we encourage creativity and inspiration, please note that the strategies, insights, and discussions presented on this podcast are proprietary and based on years of professional work. We do not advise attempting to replicate or copy our methods without proper experience or qualifications. Roll With It podcast is meant to inform, entertain, and inspire, but not to serve as a blueprint for imitation. Always consult with qualified professionals before applying to your own work or life.
We're live?
We are live.
Okay, so I'm just taking that whole art project. Oh, look, it even has like a little, little scoop thingy on the end. So yeah, we made this little scoop, dabber, fun thing. We'll let it go down. And I'm just, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to blow glass a little bit while you ask me questions.
Yeah, we'd love to.
Oh, of course, man. I'm just excited for this. By the way, everybody, welcome to Roll With It. That is actually for the Dab Master. So we love you, man. But yeah, we're here out in Weeds and Pit Meadows at Old Dudney Road Trunk.
Old Dudney Trunk Road. It's a tricky one.
You know what? Say that fucking 5 times quickly.
Old Dudney Trunk
Oh, okay.
Road.
You want to do that again? I'm sorry.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness.
Like a dance for it.
It is. No, it's one of the newest farm gates. We've had the pleasure of being there for the grand opening. We just interviewed Carol, talked a little bit about how the farm gate has evolved and, what she wants to see for the future. But now we are out back. We've been sent out back now. And we're going to interview you a little bit.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, baby. All right, let's kick this off. So when did you first start glass blowing?
Okay, so I started in 2003. And I went to Santa Cruz, California to take an introductory pipe making class.
Mm-hmm.
So I used all my air miles. Funny details, but I used all my air miles, and back in 2003, the internet was a rage. So I found a course online, and they made cool glass pipes and like hollow glass dragons, and it was at Santa Cruz Art and Glass Studio. And that summer, I stayed in Santa Cruz at the hostel, which was a big deal, and learned how to blow glass. So I met local glass blowers, took courses, and like from the very moment I touched glass, just like you guys did today, I was hooked. So I had a glass tube and we put it in the flame, and I still remember that right now. I'm excited about it at this moment. So I've always really loved glass blowing from that moment. It was the perfect thing to do for me. But on my journey, I continued to practice and set up studios, one in a carport, one in the bottom of an apartment building where we cleared out the storage locker. So we always had like a really cool spot, a unique spot to blow glass. And I would take a class every year with a different glass blower that I wanted to kind of emulate their style. So I studied with a lot of different glass artists. Surprat's a huge inspiration to me. He was my teacher for many years. Amber Pellegrini, Eugene Rain, John Kabuki, a lot of really cool glass artists that I took their classes, and once I had a basic skill set. So it's kind of like any trade. In glass blowing, it took me about 2.5 years with some consistent practice to develop the basic skills that you need to blow glass. So after about 5 years, I started teaching as well. And the really cool tie that I have to Carol and Dawn is, 21 or 22 years ago now, I met Carol at Tekine on Commercial Drive, and I saw she was in the newspaper, selling weed. And every time, as soon as I saw that, I went down to visit her with a huge case of glass, like 90 or 100 pipes. And I would go visit her, and there would be lineups of people, and they treated me with the utmost respect. They would say, glass blowers in the house, and they'd clear space for me, and they would look at the glass. She would buy the glass pieces and support me, and that was one of my stepping stones, or a really great time for me, that I could make work, hand pipes in small little pieces, and then she could sell them for me at the time. So that's how I've known these guys for 22 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. They have quite a collection too. I've seen their collection in the shop, but their collection their personal collection as well is gorgeous. Lots of Redbeard pieces.
Oh, yeah.
The chickens, the pigs.
Oh, yeah.
Those are hysterical.
Redbeard is definitely a folk artist in the glass scene. He ran the Great Canadian Glass Gathering, which was kind of how we based our glass gathering off of. And we did that up in the mountains in Birken for 12 years. And I attended 10 of them.
Wow.
So Redbeard, shout out to Redbeard. And he's just a legend. And his work is kind of folky. So it's like chickens, right?
Yeah.
And farm animals.
Yeah.
Like a lot of puns and jokes when it comes to his work as well. And there's a lot of his beautiful sculptures here on display at the gallery at the Farmgate for sure.
Yeah. What are you doing now?
These are just stringers of glass. So I'm going to use these stringers to draw on a piece. So we used colored glass rods and clear glass rods. Rods are tubes, and then we incorporate them together. The clear glass originates from scientific glass work, so test tubes, beakers, things like that. And then people learned how to make the color, and that's an artistry in its own. Making colored glass is quite the process, and it's hard. You can even see there's a huge collection of the glass there.
Very
Such a pretty color.
Yeah, this one here, it's like American Beauty, it's called. So it's a really bright red. And I really like using this one. And the contrasting cobalt blue is the other color we're working on. And the cobalt's the same color as the little dab tool that we made when we were making our fun little video.
That's cool. Is it different working with the transparent glass versus opaque?
Sure.
Or translucent?
Yeah, all the colored glass has different characteristics because of its coefficiency or what's made or what's used making the glass. So some of them bubble and boil if you heat them too much. Some of them pop. It's just, you actually have to learn the different characteristics of every color. But there's maybe 5 or 6 different characteristics. And clear glass melts a little bit quicker. Oh,
Sorry, that was I definitely
love
jumped
it.
there.
I
Hopefully
love
we
it.
can edit that out.
oh no, that's good.
That's
Sorry, I didn't
Maybe I'll say hot glass, and then that'll warn you next time. Or
That's so funny.
I thought I was gonna have to run for the hills there, y'all.
no, you don't have to do that.
No, that was actually hilarious. This is awesome, man. It's such a blessing to be here with you. And I was also wondering about that, the different colors. And
Yeah, what's the hardest color to work with?
I'd say like some white colors are really bubbly and boily, and there's these colors called cadmiums, which is when I first started blowing glass, I wanted the bright reds and yellows, and they're the ones that bubbled and boiled the most. So it made it hard to work and learn. But yeah, there's definitely some tricks to it. You can also kind of like mix the glass together and get the bubbles out of the glass as well. That takes a little bit of time. Like I said, a couple years with practice.
Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. I'm definitely enjoying learning. Do you regularly teach people, or what? Do you do workshops?
Yeah. So our plan here at the Farmgate is to have a teaching facility here. We have built out the bench, and we're hoping to run classes.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been teaching for quite some time. I just hadn't had a larger facility, so we built out a bench. We're hoping to have 5 or 6 torches, and we're going to
Wow.
run introductory classes. So that's going to be really exciting. Kind of fun time to check out glass blowing, maybe even, okay, back to that, look at this. Super cool, right?
So
Yeah, it's cool now, you guys can check it out.
Hey-o.
dab scooper.
Oh, nice work.
But the classes are kind of geared towards maybe even coming out with a friend and doing a little bit of work on the torch. Sometimes I find that if you work with a partner, it gives you a little bit of confidence. Just like you guys, one person jump in, check it out, and then
Yeah.
someone might follow, right?
Yeah, we enable each other. Yes.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
good. And so sometimes it's with a partner, but we're going to book individually, and the classes are going to be similar to like making little marbles. There's also like glass bead making classes, making little pendants. So it's like smaller projects. But the class that I took, which is really awesome, was introductory pipe making class, where you learn how to make points or sections of glass, similar to this. So when you do little blown pieces, you section down tubes,
Dang.
and this is a pulled point, which I heated up the glass and then pulled it out, and then this is my handle. So we make these points, or I call them like canvases, and then we can turn these into jars, or we can turn them into pipes, or we can turn them into hollow mushrooms. So really possibilities are endless. But that class is a really fun one, just to jump in and do something that's a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
And that's what I did when I first started blowing glass, was an introductory pipe making class. So we'll definitely have that.
That's really cool. So if somebody was to come and blow glass for the first time and they make a pendant or a jar or something like that, are they taking it home that day, or does it stay in the kiln?
Yeah, the projects that we make, we're going to have to leave in the kiln. So what we'll do is have a section in the kiln for each person, kind of labeled, and then you have to wait. That's to ramp up the temperature for an hour and then cool gradually overnight. So that's
Okay.
key. So you have to either come back and pick up your projects, or we can mail them if people are far away. It just depends on the situation, but we're happy to facilitate anybody getting their projects afterwards.
Yeah.
But in glassblowing, it's kind of fun because you make the project, put them in the kiln, and it's like Christmas the next day, right? It's like you don't get to see the project right away. Like I have some cool stuff in there, and then tomorrow I'll open it up and I'll be like, oh, that's my awesome projects from yesterday. So that's what I really love about it.
I like that. You have to have patience to do this. It's really just
Might
music.
not be
It's
for
art.
me
It's
then.
beautiful.
You know how impatient I am. I already thought I was going to bring that home.
I knew it. I knew there'd be some like
we
you.
did this simple project, and you're going to bring that home.
Yay!
Yeah. That's
Add
so
clapping
cute
in there.
too. I love it.
I love it
Super fun.
too.
I love
Yeah,
it.
but we're super stoked to be here, and Carol and Dawn have been so amazing. They're like our sponsors to put up the GGG glass tent and host the event that we had, and we're just thankful to them for what they let us do here. And we're thankful for all the years of support that they supported all the glass culture, and they've done glass shows previous too. We did one that had featured glass artists and all glow glass. So Carol and Dawn said, hey, can you bring us glow glass? And we said, yeah. And we put on a show. We blew glass. They were in East Van at the time, and we blew glass in their parking lot.
wow.
And everybody brought glow glass projects. So it was like a focus, which was super cool. The
really
glow
cool.
glass blows under black light. So you get little black light, and it was really, Carol and Dawn were into it, and then really everybody was at the time. It's really cool stuff.
Look, I'm into it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it right now.
You weren't there, but 2 years ago, the Unicorn Festival up at Rosebud Lake,
Oh.
we had a ton of glass blowers. So you're partying, there's a rave going on till 6 a.m, but there's a whole glass blowing section, and a lot of that was blow glass, and it was so cool. Yeah.
You know what? I
So
heard
cool.
enough stories that I felt like I was at that unicorn festival.
Yeah, it was a pretty
So-
epic year. It's a different one for sure.
Cool. That
Yeah.
sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
Sounds like lots of fun.
I
Yeah,
want to
but
see you glow.
More appreciation now. They must have had to spend quite a bit of time setting up out there because we were in the middle of the woods.
I don't know. I just showed up and was like, hey, outside the window, and I rolled up with my friend, and I was out the window, and then I was like, yeah.
Always the grand entrance. I
It
love
was.
it.
Awesome.
I love it. Do you plan on doing more events? Are we doing more gatherings? What's the plan?
Oh,
you.